Nog eens over Johannes, oké? Ja. Ik ga iets vertellen over hoe je vrienden aan het maken. Ja, is goed? I was just telling them how I first met my friends. It was the first day of school. They came in and my teacher came up to me and she said, "Yeah, you're the exchange student." And I said, "Yeah." And she brought me into the class, and the first thing my class did is they came up to me and said, "Wow, are you really an American and do you understand the language?" And I said, "No." And then everybody made a big circle around me and started asking me tons of questions and everything, like what did they do there, what did they do here? And after that, it's just been like a great bonding with my class.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I'm living the most incredible year of my life as a Youth for Understanding International Exchange student. I live in a beautiful little village in Belgium with a wonderful host mom and dad, two really sweet host sisters, and a really cool host brother. Oh yeah, and a host horse. Being a YFU exchange student means that you get to spend a summer, semester, or year in a foreign country. We'll learn to speak the language, make lifelong friendships, play your favorite sport, eat exotic new foods, see wonderful sights, and have the most fun you've ever had. Right now, in 30 different countries, there are literally thousands of us taking a new look at the world as YFU exchange students. Wherever YFU kids go, we're immersed in the sights, sounds, and the tastes of a totally different culture. Ashley's spending her YFU summer in Japan with the Katafuchi family on the island of Kyushu.
One of the things that international exchange means is that they share their culture with me and I share mine with them. So one night, we may do old dancing that's traditional for Obon, and then another night, like on the 4th of July, I cooked dinner for them. When I first got to Japan, I wasn't really worried about anything except for food, but I've tried so many new foods and I actually like them. I was really surprised, like bamboo and eel and all sorts of interesting things. There's a definite advantage to living with a family because when you go sightseeing, they can explain to you why the samurai warriors did what they did and the castle, how long ago it was built. It's living here that really makes the difference, and you see why it's that way, not just read that it is that way.
I've gone to Antwerp, which is a really great town because there's history and culture. It's something you don't see in the States. Old churches that date back centuries.
You can take pictures under waterfalls. You can look at white sand, blue beaches, and have a mountain in your city.
I wore a kimono. I got to make paper in the ancient city of Tsuwano down in the south of Japan. Oh, I did all sorts of things I never imagined doing. What was so different about being in Japan, it was such a homogeneous country and everyone is the same. So here I was, the only black girl where I was, and that taught me so much about my culture because everyone, wanted to learn about me.
As a YFU student, you'll live with a host family that really cares about you and will welcome you and treat you as a member of the family. Grandma's in Argentina watching his YFU year zoom by with a family that he really loves. And this family really loves to eat.
My YFU family here in Argentina is a great family. At the beginning, they were very friendly and lots of smiles, and I didn't always understand what they were saying, but I always knew that, that they cared about me because they showed it through their smiles. My host mother doesn't speak any English, so there's been a lot of sign language, which is kind of neat. I've learned to communicate another way.
Como esto. Sí. Ah, envasada, sí, sí.
Todo envasado.
¿Qué parte? No, 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 pero de la vaca. ¿Qué parte?
Cortado, filetero.
My host father gives me advice. Sometimes on the way home from school, I'll stop off at his office and talk to him about, what happened in school, or if I'm having a problem or anything. He's always there when I need him.
YFU did a great job with picking my family. When I got there, I had a big family. They greeted me and they were friendly. It was perfect.
My head sister was, she was really funny, and she was just exactly like all the sisters that I have back home, and we got along so well because we had the same interests and the same sense of humor.
I had a host sister that I just had a great time with. She was just a good friend and also a sister at the same time.
My sisters. Okay, what can I say that's not bad about my sisters? No! No, they're great, they're great.
Having Bridget as my new sister, it's fun because I've learned so much of her and I can tell people about her. I'm very proud of her and I like her so much. I think I'm gonna miss her a lot.
Bridget is like my own daughters. It's another daughter. It's my American daughter. And so we are members of the world. We are really one big family.
It's like being on holiday for a whole year. We are not going out of the country somewhere, but a foreign country is coming into our house and it stays there for the whole year. I should say it's the cheapest way to go on holidays with your family.
I've only been here for 4 weeks, but it's already just like I'm gonna miss them so much when I leave because it's just like my family. I even feel like, I have a grandmother here and aunts and uncles and cousins.
High school is a great place to meet new friends and really get into the language. That's because all semester and year students speak their new language in class every day. It's kind of hard at first, but don't worry. You'll get lots of help from your teachers, your friends, and your family.
Right now, I'm sitting with my friends in our lunch break, and we're talking Dutch, which is a language here in Belgium. In the beginning of the year, I couldn't speak one word, not one word. And it's like people say, "Hoe is het met je Nederlands?" I say, "What are they talking about now?" And now it's kind of natural. It's a lot funner to talk in Dutch because it's a language that you can, have fun with. And I think if you can learn another language, that is excellent. It's something that you can always use because you can communicate with other people.
I went to Spain for 6 weeks, and I was really surprised at how much Spanish I learned. Before I went there, I didn't speak any Spanish at all. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't speak it. And coming back, I really did learn a lot.
It's been kind of fun learning Spanish with my family. Like the first week I was here, we went around the house and they picked up a spoon and they taught me how to say it in Spanish.
Everyone was really helpful towards me. They all had a lot of patience with me. Everyone tried to help me learn the language better. And I just think it was the most wonderful experience to go to school in another language. It's unbelievable how much you learn.
Learning the language helps you feel at home in your host country. It's so great walking around town by yourself or just buying a loaf of bread.
Ik wil een broodje kopen voor iets voor te doen. Dus welke deze is het lekkerste?
It feels so good to do it on your own.
I changed my major in college as a result of my experience with YFU in Japan. For a while, I just had one major in mind, and I just didn't even consider anything else. And it just opened my eyes to everything, and I just realized that there's so much out there, and there's so much else I want to do.
I saw that there were a bunch of universities that were offering scholarships to people who had been on YFU exchanges, and it helped me to get a full scholarship to one of the universities on that list, so it really helped me out.
At first I was thinking in terms of boundaries, and now I think more in terms of people. Because when first I was thinking I want to be successful in the US, now I think in terms of the world.
Another great thing about YFU is the orientations. YFU is with you all the way. You get all sorts of information while you're getting ready to go. You can participate in orientations with other YFU students, and you can even get advice from YFU alumni.
Before I went on my year abroad, YFU had a weekend orientation near my house, and I met students who were from France who told me what to expect, from a first-hand point of view, from an actual French person.
The orientation that YFU gave us really helped us take a look at the food and the cultural aspects that are very different from America. It helped a lot.
I went into the orientation not knowing any Japanese, and through my alum that helped us out and through my language teacher, I really left knowing a lot. And if I had gone without that, I really would have been clueless.
Once you're there, you'll have a volunteer to call anytime, and they may even arrange special trips and activities for you. YFU really knows what they're doing because they've been sending high school students all over the world for more than 40 years. There are Youth for Understanding staff members, counselors, and volunteers who are available if you ever need help or just need someone to talk to. YFU also runs SFU, Sports for Understanding. SFU kids are truly international athletes, living with host families and playing their favorite sport during the summer. Your coach can take your team, or you can join an SFU team with sports lovers from other high schools across the country. Here's another great part of YFU. Did you know that right now, your family can sign up to host a YFU exchange student who will live with your family for a year, go to school with you, and be the sister or brother you never had, or at least always wished you had?
We do everything like the sisters would do together, and we get to go everywhere and do everything, and I feel like I've known her forever. Yeah. So, my best friend and my best sister.
Maybe now you're thinking, I can do this. I can see myself in this picture. You're getting an educational experience that will last a lifetime. Having a clear admissions advantage at more than 140 colleges and universities because of my international experience. Speaking a foreign language fluently, feeling at home around the world, and being part of an international family.
I think that I, at 15 years old, was able to get on the plane, go to a different country, but I didn't know the language, survive for 2 months and have a great time. It's just the most unbelievable thing, and I have never been the same since.
Ich habe viel gelernt. I learned a lot.
C'était vraiment magnifique. It was truly wonderful.
So, if you're a high school student between the ages of 15 and 18, start packing, or at least get more information on YFU programs and scholarships by filling out a response card, or call this toll-free number, 1-800-TEENAGE, and begin to take a new look at YFU, at yourself, and the world.
Gonna see a new face, learn about a new place. Is that you? Dancing to a new beat, walking down a new street. People that you're gonna meet. YFU, adventures waiting, ready. YFU. Take a new look at the world. 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 YFU. YFU. Oh, that's cool. YFU.